All right, we're going to talk about the core system. And a lot of people think that it's really beneficial to have a strong core, a really strong pelvic floor. But ultimately, what the goal is for pregnant athletes to assist you in labor, delivery, and then your postpartum recovery is to have a coordinated core system. So just like any other muscle group, we want to encourage lengthening of that system and the ability to shorten and contract that system. And the diaphragm is what helps do that. So as the diaphragm travels down, the abdomen and pelvic floor has to accommodate space for that. So it creates lengthening of that system. And then as you exhale, the diaphragm travels back up, and that creates this co-contraction of the core system. That's where the coordination piece comes in. It's not about doing a bunch of Kegels or doing a bunch of abs where we're really kind of like trying to create contractions. We're trying to create lengthening with an inhale and a co-contraction, which is shortening with the exhale. So what that actually looks like here is she's going to think about inhaling into her hip bones or inhaling into her lower belly so that she's able to let her belly go. So many of us are conditioned to hold tension in our stomachs. We're kind of sucking in even when we're pregnant. So I really want you to think about letting your belly go, letting all that tension go. You inhale, kind of drops down. There we go. You can see it expand here. And then exhale, she's going to gradually pull in. Good. And so that creates that co-contraction. And then she's going to let it go, really kind of let the baby drop. Inhale into your hip bones. And then slowly exhale, pulling the baby in. So a couple good cues here, and then you can go ahead and relax, is you want to think about on that exhale, zipping up your midline, or a cue I really like but is a little bit inappropriate is zip your clit. And I like that cue because it's really shows you how subtle of a contraction this is. For this video, I had her do more of like a exaggerated contraction where you can really see how much her belly travels. But when you think about an inhale and then an exhale, zip your clit or zip up your midline, it's a pretty subtle contraction. So it's really like a 3 out of 10 effort instead of like really pulling the baby in. You don't need to do that kind of over exaggerated breath with every single movement or every single rep, for example. But that co-contraction or that zip your clit really helps with the right amount of tension for that core system. So we'll do one more with maybe a little bit more of a subtle engagement. So really inhale into your hip bones, let the baby drop towards my hand, kind of shake it out. Sometimes you have to do that. You have to like kind of shake out some of the tension that we just hold there. So then you can let the belly go, and then exhale, gently pull the baby in, zip up that midline. Good, and that creates nice tension of the TA, pelvic floor, and diaphragm, and then it's able to reset and lengthen.